How? And that's how we got to episode 5. So, assignment 5 is all about how. Now, this is the one that you're going to enjoy the most, I think. I think there's a good chance that this is the one that you've been waiting for. Drawing something delicious. This is about baking, cooking, making, eating some kind of like glorious dessert. Um, you know what? Okay, it's assignment number 5, where we're going to talk about deliciousness in the real world. Deliciousness is an important thing to drawing, and you're going to make a delicious drawing. You make a drawing based on something that's luxurious and decadent, and all of the other great words. Something that you, something like this, which is a slice of cheesecake. I made this cheesecake from the Junior's recipe. Junior's is a New York cheesecake place, and this would make a lovely drawing. I think we can all agree the texture and the top, every part of this is a beautiful thing and could become a beautiful drawing. And so the idea is that it's an excuse to eat a beautiful thing. And so, friends, pick a dessert, pick a treat, pick something that you don't normally get to indulge yourself in. Bake that treat, create that treat, find that treat, organize that treat into some kind of still life that makes sense to you. Again, frame that still life in real life, or find some kind of habitat for that object, that delicious treat, so that it's not just floating in midair. Give it a background or a ground to sit on. Some kind of pattern is wonderful. Tablecloths, some other kind of material. Something to hint at this idea that it's not simply just floating in space, that it has a world that it inhabits and that it entices. Again, we're doing storytelling here with visual images. This just happens to be one that I want you to be able to create a drawing that makes people, makes their mouths water, makes them think about how good that looks to eat. This idea of making a drawing that has a visceral reaction in the human body that's beyond just, oh, that looks nice, oh, the composition is good, but instead like really activates the way the viewer is looking at your drawing. I think it's a really wonderful thing to get into. I'll put some examples up, probably some Wayne Thiebaud and other drawings and paintings and ideas about images. Now, we're also going to talk about color in this one. This is a great opportunity for you to start inserting some color into what you're doing. It's not always more color is better. Sometimes containing your color use to either the primary or secondary color triad. The primary color triad is red, yellow, blue. The secondary color triad is purple, orange, and green. And so if you take those three and just work with those three, either in whatever medium, markers, felt pens, those are the same thing, colored pencil, crayons, pastels, you can really move around inside of the drawing materials to find something that either complements each other or contradicts each other and goes against what makes sense. The image doesn't have to be accurate in the color. I think like Wayne Thiebaud is really successful at making images where the colors seem hyper real or over the top or beyond what could possibly have really existed in real life. Look online for all sorts of baking confection ideas. I think that the way that cakes are being made right now are really fascinating and interesting. And I think you could create some really marvelous confections that people would want to eat right off the page. But then have I mentioned this part that ultimately you get to eat the subject here? I think that's we're maybe not highlighting how awesome that part of this is. Very rarely do you get to eat the thing you've been staring at for so long and making a drawing of. So be sure to also include that recipe in your sketchbooks if it is a good one and if it works out for you. That's of course something I'm going to want to investigate, accurately and check in on any other good recipes. But once you get a good drawing, email it to me so that we can give you some feedback on it. As always, pmelroy@calpoly.edu. Color's a tricky beast, and we don't really expect to see perfection in this drawing. So don't try to apply perfection to yourself. This is exploration. So what we're going to do is attempt to challenge ourselves to be better at something, or something that maybe you haven't spent a lot of time with. I just feel like there's cheesecake all over my face, or maybe I just want cheesecake all over my face. Anyway, that's not important. The important thing is that we're going to be making drawings of delicious things. One that I'm gonna I just real quick, just let me just get back to this. Sorry, it's just mean. All right, keep making those drawings, friends. Until next time, you know, go get it.